Hyundai's giving the Santa Fe a rugged option. Welcome back to the channel. Lots of Hyundai news today. We're going to talk about this new Santa Fe XRT. We're going to talk about the Kona N, just briefly, the Santa Cruz. But there's other Hyundai news out there in the world with batteries as well as profitability. But we're going to start with this Santa Fe rugged XRT appearance trim. And I will be getting my hands on it probably, or at least see it when I head to California to test out these vehicles, which is going to be the Santa Cruz. That'll be next week. And then my embargo will end on that on August 10th. So definitely come back to the channel on August 10th, because not only my driving impressions of the Santa Cruz will I be able to share it then, but also the driving impressions for the Kona N. So I can't wait to share both of those things with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going back to the Santa Fe rugged XRT appearance trim, and it adds a new rugged look. Now, I think this is Hyundai's attempt to kind of maybe get some sales back from the Sorento. The Sorento's nature, which is this vehicle's fraternal twin, the nature of the Sorento is definitely more rugged, more off-roady, and the Santa Fe's never been like that until now. So we have this new XRT trim, and interestingly, you can get it in front-wheel drive at $32,000 or all-wheel drive. So all-wheel drive would be the way to go. If you're going to get a rugged package, right, wouldn't you want to get it an all-wheel drive? But hey, I mean, we're probably going to see quite a few front-wheel drive models of this out on the streets. So what are the things about it? Well, it's just a trim, kind of like Honda's HPD trim that I just had on the Ridgeline when I reviewed that car. So this is based off the SDL plus the convenience package. We'll go over those features in a little bit. Now, it has all these unique features to the vehicle. I'm just going to get into pictures because that is all I need to know. Black wheels. That's the first thing I noticed. So let's look at the wheels here. And I do like the wheels quite a bit. It's kind of like a split 5-spoke going on. I think they look better than the 5-spoke split wheels that I had in the calligraphy for review. We have this large plastic area, which to me is over designed, similar to the Subaru Outback Wilderness that has like these big plastic pieces on the side that I just think are a little out there, a little over designed. You have these additional plastic pieces here, which I wasn't a huge fan of the look of the calligraphy Santa Fe. I like the lights, I like the grille, but what's going on down here is just a little bit too extra for me. And that it continues on this XRT, where we have these fake plastic brush guards. I guess they're real plastic brush guards in a sense, but they're not metal, right? They don't sit off the vehicle to actually protect it. So, I mean, it just looks a little over designed in my opinion, even more over designed than the calligraphy. And unlike the calligraphy, we have, of course, black plastic molding on the wheel arches instead of the paint match. But to me, if you're interested in this vehicle, I like the roof rails too, by the way. If you're interested in this vehicle, to me, it's all about the wheels. The wheels are by far the best thing about this package from what I see. The front bumper is okay. And even if we look at the rear, we do have a decent exhaust tip here, which kind of reminds me of the calligraphy. And I like the rear, to be honest. The rear looks okay, but the sides and the front fall a little flat to me. But to me, if you want this package, you're getting it for these big wheels here, the black polished wheels. That to me completes the look with the roof rails. I think that's a nice touch. Now, the XRT builds off the SEL with the convenience package. So it has a hands-free liftgate, dual automatic climate control, digital key, leather-wrapped steering wheel, manual rear sunshades. Oh, it has the larger 12-inch instrument cluster behind the steering wheel. So it's going to have the smaller screen for your infotainment, but it's still going to have your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto dimming inside rear view mirror with the home link, which is going to be your garage door openers, a power release, folding second row seats. That's crazy to get on this less expensive package. Side mirrors with LED turn indicators, puddle lamps. You typically don't see that on lesser packages. Ultrasonic rear occupant alert. And then you also have acoustic laminated front side glass. So that's going to help keep out exterior noise when you're out there on the streets, either at speed, it's going to keep out the wind noise. And the acoustic glass will also keep out noise of passing cars as well. We have additional Hyundai news today. Hyundai Motor hits 6-year high for quarterly net profit. The company's supply chain management allowed it to navigate the global chip shortage better than most of its suppliers. I think Toyota's done a pretty good job with the supply, but I think the Koreans might be the best when it comes to the supply chain issues going on right now. So they reported a net profit of over $1.5 billion for the April-June period versus what, less than 200 million versus the year before. Of course, that was during the height of COVID. They're saying sales of crossovers and the booming of the Genesis brand with the GV80 has drove the momentum in sales volume, and declining incentives helped lift revenue and profitability. So why are incentives decreasing? Well, because there is no supply. If you have less cars than you can meet the demand for, you don't have to incentivize those vehicles. You can sell them for sticker price or above. So that's what's boosting profitability, not only for Genesis, but as we saw earlier this week with Nissan and Mitsubishi, they're hitting profitability more so than they expected, like double and triple the profitability that they were expecting, because they don't have to throw out incentives to sell volume. The volume's not there. So they're completely sold out on what they do have, and that means they don't have to spend out of their own pocket to move metal. So yeah, the automakers and the dealers are just raking in the money due to this supply shortage. It's crazy. People keep buying. They keep buying new cars. So I don't know where everyone's getting this money to buy new cars at higher prices than ever before, but hey, it's a great mystery of the world right now. I can't wrap my head around it, but hey, it's good for news coverage. And lastly, over at Electric, Hyundai and LG partnered to invest in over a $1 billion Indonesian battery plant. So they have a joint venture going up with LG Energy Solution and the government of Indonesia to manufacture these batteries through this joint venture. This past May, Hyundai announced plans to invest over $7 billion in future EV development and production in the US by 2025. With a growing number of BEVs across multiple EV brands on the way, Hyundai looks to secure a stable supply of lithium-ion battery cells moving forward. And from my understanding, Indonesia does not have big deposits of lithium, but they do have nickel and cobalt and other rare earth metals that these batteries and electric motors need. So they're just shoring up their supply from different sources around the world. You got to remember also here in America, they'll be producing tons of battery packs through SK Innovations for these Hyundai vehicles. So I don't expect a lot of these batteries to make it in EVs here in the United States. Maybe initially, I do expect Hyundai to source a lot of their batteries here stateside. So I don't expect a lot of these battery packs from Indonesia coming here in America. It's probably more for that sort of that side of the world, Asia, Australia, things like that. But yes, they're just getting their supply in order so they can sell tons of EVs in the near future. And this is just on top of the $9.8 billion LG Energy Solution had signed with the previous memorandum of understanding with the Indonesian government. So this time, Hyundai's getting involved probably because, okay, they're making all these battery packs. We need to make sure we're not only heavily involved, but we can secure our batteries through this LG Energy Solution partnership. So this over $1 billion is going to build this 74-acre Indonesian plant. And then you also see down here, construction will complete in 2024. Hyundai anticipates an annual capacity of 10 gigawatt hours. I think I got that right. I'm kidding. Gigawatt hours worth of battery cells, enough to be fit within over 150,000 BEVs with eGMP. So that's just from this one plant. And you got to remember, roughly 10 times the size of that is also already there with LG in Indonesia. But guys, I'm going to end it there. What do you think of the XRT appearance trim? I mean, I guess it's okay. It's good to have variety, and people do like black wheels. I think that's the biggest draw for this particular package. And it's just something, it looks a little bit different. It's going to look a little bit more edgy, more blacked out. Maybe not quite as off-road aggressive looking as the Sorento. And I'll see you guys down below on it. I'll see you guys also back on August 10th. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss my impressions of the new pickup truck from Hyundai, the Santa Cruz, as well as a hot SUV. Is that what it's called? A hot SUV, the Kona N. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.